It has come to my attention that we as humans, yes, that's humans universally, seem to find it hard to admit a few truths. We find it hard to admit that we're wrong a lot of times or that we have hurt others. Uh, we find it thusly hard to say that we are sorry. Uh, and another really, really common thing we find it hard to admit is that every one of us, each and every one of us, you, me, the person that's going to watch this video and disagree, we find it hard to admit that we are ignorant. Now, ignorance is commonly confused with stupidity. There is a big difference between ignorance and stupidity. Ignorance is simply a lack of knowledge. Stupidity is usually an action based on a lack of knowledge. You you make an assumption when you have a lack of knowledge. And I think that we oftentimes confuse ignorance as being a bad thing. It kind of is, but there needs to be some sort of distinction between ignorance and choosing to be ignorant. So, yeah, we need to also realize that choosing to be ignorant is not okay. Uh, we usually use this as an excuse to make assumptions and pull things out of our ass that are completely untrue and that we could have no possible way of knowing aside from assuming. And that's still not knowing. And by assuming, we kind of pridefully boast about our ignorance. We wear it as sort of a badge of honor, as if a lack of knowledge and understanding was something to be proud of. Um, the sooner I think that we admit that we are ignorant, the sooner we can make the choice to start learning and limit the scope of our ignorance. Um, we seem to think that being different somehow, based on ignorant assumptions, being different is a bad thing. Society sort of labels being different a bad thing. And it is not a bad thing. In fact, it's, you know, normal. And normal, that's kind of ironic. It's one of the most non-relative uses of the word normal. It is being different is entirely normal. um, One of the only times that you can use normal and not look like an ass, uh, I think, because normal is kind of a relative term. Normal compared to what? Normal compared to me, normal compared to you, normal compared to that guy sitting in the back of the room acting like they're normal. Uh, Normal is going to vary from person to person, and we need to realize this. Ultimately, we also need to realize that being different is a good thing, and being different shouldn't be considered different. It should be considered your being yourself, which, if you can openly be yourself, I think I actually consider myself a very weird person. Um, and that is I love that fact. Screw being normal. I want to be myself. You should be yourself too. Be honest with yourself. Be honest with others. And be proud of it as long as you're not boasting about your ignorance. Um, we, being different, like I said, is normal. It's entirely human. 7 billion-ish people on this planet, and not one of them is the same as any other. And nor are we the same as anyone who has ever existed, nor will we be the same as anyone who will exist in the future. Um, it's we got to come to this realization that it's okay to be different, and it's not okay to judge others for being different. I don't think, uh, and this includes anyone that is different. Someone that you don't understand how, if you don't understand someone, they're different, you're admitting they're different, you don't understand them, so how can you judge them righteously? How can you judge something you don't understand? This includes anyone that's different, but most arguably, uh, a lot of people judge on a larger scale of people of different ethnic groups or homosexuals or uh, like I said, just anyone that's different, in general, they judge, but those are some pretty big ones. And if you don't understand it, you've never walked a mile in their shoes, so how the fuck can you logically condemn them or judge them based on that? It's not fair to yourself because you're limiting the scope of your knowledge and understanding, and it's not fair to them. And we need to kind of realize this fact that in our ignorance we shouldn't be allowed to form opinions of something we don't understand. We need to come to the realization that admitting we are ignorant isn't the same as admitting that I am wrong or I am stupid. It is simply saying I don't know everything, thus I cannot logically form an opinion of stuff I do not understand. That is all admitting we are ignorant is. It is nothing more, nothing less. And we need to come to the realization again that in most cases, ignorance is kind of a choice. We can choose to be ignorant, or we can choose to educate ourselves and try to form an understanding of stuff that we haven't experienced yet or may never experience. By associating with people that have experienced it, that are experiencing it. Maybe we won't ever go through that, but we shouldn't form biased opinions just because it's not something that we can relate to. Um, we need to come to the realization that inherently this is a truth. Uh, and it's just fact. We need to realize that uh, we need to stop kind of calling people ignorant if they are stupid and stop calling people stupid if they are ignorant. Yes, the two can be like an ignorant person can be a stupid person, but don't call a stupid person an ignorant person because uh, they're allowing ignorance to be a controlling factor in this situation. If you see someone that is being stupid based on their ignorance, you don't call them ignorant, you call them what they are. You call them a fucking moron. That is, I'm sorry for all you morons out there, but that is the truth. You have the choice between educating yourself and remaining ignorant in most cases. Uh, and you're choosing ignorance over knowledge, and that is fucking stupid any way you look at it. Uh, that's pretty much all I have to say for right now. We, again, shouldn't judge people for being different just because we have a different point of view than them. That includes myself. This is a universal truth. I'm ignorant just like you. Uh, that, like I said, that's pretty much all I have to say. Uh, comment, rate, subscribe, I guess. Thanks for watching.